How's it going, everyone? So worm farms have so many benefits and they are really easy to manage just yourself at home. But when it comes to feeding them, it's one of the most important factors that can influence the health of your worm farm. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys some of the do's and don'ts when it comes to feeding, and also 3 top tips that will help your worms to thrive whenever you feed them. So it's easier to start with the don'ts of feeding your worms because they'll pretty much eat anything, except there are a few exceptions to that rule. So the first one is no citrus. You know, citrus is very acidic, and so when you add that to your worm farm, it can really influence the pH range of the environment, and they can actually, if the pH gets too low, they can actually start to die off. Plus, they really don't like to eat it anyway, so it will just sit there and rot. Secondly, no garlic, onion, or chilies. You know, worms actually breathe through their skin, and so the oils and the liquids secreted and produced by these foods actually prevent them from breathing properly, and it actually really irritates their skin, and so they'll actually avoid it and stay away from it. And again, they won't feed on it, so it won't get broken down, and it'll just sit there and rot, and it will produce a really unhealthy environment for your worms to live in. And the third group of foods that you shouldn't be feeding your worm farm is anything like dairy and meat. Your worms won't actually like to eat these. They're more like little vegans, and so they really don't like to eat anything with meat or dairy in them. Secondly, these foods are going to be attracting things like rats and mice and wasps, and you really don't want these hanging around your worm farm. Foods that you do want to feed to your worm farm are pretty much any sort of fruit and veggie scraps. Anything that you can find in the kitchen or part of your garden waste, make sure you add them in for your worm farm, and they will absolutely love you for it. So these include things like carrot tops and tails, the leaves of celeries, apple cores, banana peels, anything like that. Make sure you feed your worm farm because they are going to love it. So these are my 3 top tips when it comes to feeding your worms. And so the first one is blend it up. Worms have incredibly small mouths. If you make their food into very, very small pieces, they'll be able to eat it a lot faster. And so one great way to do this is by making a worm smoothie. So you just grab all the food scraps that you have and just blend it in a blender, and it makes a bit of a smoothie. You can pour it over the worm farm and they'll love you for it. For me and my family, we love to make fresh juices, and so these are the scraps that's produced from all the little bits of like the fruit and veggies that we use. So this has a lot of carrot, celery, apple, that kind of stuff in it, and so the worms get through it so quickly. So I'm just going to spread that out over the entire lot, just like that. And because it's cut up into very small pieces, the worms will be able to eat it a lot faster, and so the food scraps won't sit in here for a long time and go moldy and off. Now the second tip is to add some ground eggshells, just like I've got here. Now you don't have to do this every single time you feed your worms, but generally about every 3 to 4 weeks is a good idea. Now this is really important because worms actually don't have teeth, so they can't grind up their food with their teeth. Instead, they love to use something gritty, just like eggshells, in their digestive system. So if you just give them a bit of a sprinkle of some eggshells over their food every 3 to 4 weeks, it really helps them to chow through their food scraps and helps them to get through it a lot more efficiently. And my third and final top tip for feeding worms is to cover them up. Worms are kind of shy to light, so they don't really want to necessarily always come to the surface to feed. So by using something just by potting mix or wet newspaper, just sprinkle it right over the top or cover it over the top, helps to provide the worms with a nice dark, moist environment where they'll be super comfortable to come to the surface, eat the food scraps, and get through it a lot faster. Finally, when it comes as to how often you should feed your worm farm, it's pretty easy to tell. Just have a look in your worm farm, and if most of the food scraps are gone and there's only a few left, then you'll know that it's fine to feed them again. So if you're watching this and you don't have a worm farm but you do want to start one, then make sure you check out my video which I did on how to start a worm farm for cheap. That'll pop up in the top right hand corner for you to suss out if you want. But just a word of warning, my method does require a bit of patience just to wait for the worm numbers to build up, and you can really feed them a lot of food scraps. So if you do want to sort of skip that and you do actually want to buy some worms, then you can check out some of the links in the description that I've put below that you can suss out if you want. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like that, then make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Secondly, if you have any comment, suggestions, or questions for me about worm farming or anything to do with growing food in your own backyard, then make sure you put it in the comment section below, and I'd love to get back to you as soon as I can. And lastly, make sure that you subscribe if you want to see more videos like this or want to watch more videos about how to grow your own food. Click the subscribe button, and also don't forget to ring the bell. That way you'll get a notification whenever I post a new video here on YouTube, and you can come and suss out whatever it is I'm talking about. So I hope you're all having a cracker of a week, and that your worm farm and gardens are booming, and I will catch you all next video. Cheers all.